So here we have amongst us BGE Rotarian Oyedokun to share with us what Rotary needs to do in this challenging environment. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Honorable Secretary Rachana Poda, and thank you very much, Rizwana, for that wonderful introduction. Permit me to recognize the President, the host President, Rotarian Takin Zaminda, the District Governor that translate visions to reality, DG Prashant Jani, my fellow District Governor-elects, Santosh Pradhan. Thank you for, taking up this mantle to be here today as well. And I believe that our International Assembly has started from today. I also recognize all Rotarians in the house, and most especially, I want to recognize my sister and my friend, the Assistant Regional Public Image Coordinator for 9142 Nigeria, Onyinye. You are welcome to
I'm
join
from
me.
Uganda.
And also those that are coming up from Uganda all over the world. I thank you all for this invitation. I do not take it for granted. I know I have a limited time to speak. However, we know that we have been talking about the challenges for Rotary in this post-COVID world. The challenges are not only for Rotary, the challenges are for different type of businesses. It's also challenges for different types of NGOs. Everybody is affected by this pandemic that we find ourselves in this year 2020. And I want to appreciate all the effort of all the clubs that put this together in District 3060, District 2452, and also District 3281. Now, what are the upsides, about this COVID that, ravaged the Rotary world and even the world at large? And I can tell you, I just did a quick check to look at it that the challenges that we are facing, is it an advantage or is it a disadvantage? And like the DG said, it might affect our membership, our contribution to the foundation, and also the kind of projects that we can do. But there are some upsides to it. Do you believe that membership growth in District 3060 grew from 4,360 to 4,702, a net increase of 342 members in this COVID period as at November? Even if we go down to District 2452 in Egypt, they grew their membership from 1,976 to 2,208, a net increase of 58 members. Even in District 3054, it grew from 6,081 to 6,591, a net membership growth of 510. Now, what are we saying? We are talking about the districts are increasing in membership. The zones are also increasing in membership. District Zone 1, increased by 972 in this Rotary year. This Zone 4 increased by 2,821 compared to a loss of 676 in the last Rotary year. Also, this Zone 21 grew by 442 members compared to a loss of 903 members. And also in my own zone, we have grown from 35,831 to 38,410, a net growth of 2,579, compared to a loss of 2,785 in the last Rotary year. What we are saying is that clubs are increasing as well. We started the Rotary year with 36,159 clubs, and we have 36,409 clubs as at November. Well, we can say that some districts are growing in Asia, some are growing in Africa, despite the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic. Attendance have greatly increased. I can hear somebody calling from Uganda joining us in this meeting. We have people from Egypt, we have people from Nigeria, we have people from all around the world. Our worldwide fellowship and connections have greatly increased despite the challenges. I have attended virtual project commissioning despite the pandemic. And that says that there are some hidden opportunities that we can tap into despite the challenges that we are facing in the Rotary world. I know that there are some downsides of the COVID because if we now look at Rotary worldwide, we know that there was a decrease in the last Rotary year by 14,676 members worldwide. But I can also tell you that there has been a minor increase of a net increase of 21,762 members as at November all around the Rotary world. Despite the downside, though we have been saying 1.2 million, we are about 1.196, but we'll still get back to the 1.2 million. So having said about this background, let me talk about some of the things that affect us in the present day presentation. What is the challenges for Rotary in the post-COVID world? I can tell you it's all about leadership. It's all about leadership. It's all about leadership. Debash Mirdar, and I quote, says that when we learn from your past, we use the possibility of the present moment and let the future open the doors of opportunity for us. What is it that we have to do as Rotary International in this challenging environment? We as Rotarians, we as clubs, and we as districts, we need to keep up the pace in which we are built in the last few days when the pandemic ravaged. We must be able to adapt, and that is one of the strategic intent of Rotary International, the ability to adapt. We have been used to physical meetings, we have been used to physical projects, we have been used to domesticating our community service, but we have the much more opportunity to now adapt to the changing times of the world, adapting to the challenges that we are finding in the world. We must be prepared for the unexpected. We are saying that 2020 came with its own challenges. Are we sure of what 2021 holds for us? I was listening to the news today that the vaccines are being rolled out. That US is having vaccines, India is about to get its consignment. We are talking about all these vaccines. Someone once asked, why did we not create vaccines for malaria? Why did we not create vaccines for common cold and flu? That means that in these challenges, there are still opportunities for Rotary to take charge and to take control. And that is why we must be innovative. And that is why I said it's all about the leadership. It's not only the leadership in the international level, it's not only about the leadership on the district level, it's not only about the leadership in the club level, it's not only the leadership as we Rotarians are our own rights, but it's leadership, for us to keep up with the pace, adapt, and be prepared for all the unexpected. And above all, we are innovative. Now, let me just break it down. We talked about leadership. How do we sharpen ourselves as leaders? Number one, we have to introduce our emotional intelligence. We must create more empathy. A lot of Rotarians are so used to Zoom meeting now, whereas there are lots that are not used to it. We must show empathy to those people that are unable to join us online or maybe go out around the world to attend fellowship. Our communication must be improved as leaders. We must communicate with all our club members. I'm sure that in this meeting, I was expecting that we'll be almost 100 because they were asking us to log in on time. But we can see that some people are not logged in. How are we communicating to them? Are we just sending messages on WhatsApp to them? Are we picking a call to actually call them and find out why they are not in meetings? The leadership is so important that we communicate and we make others to trust us in these challenging times that we have found ourselves. We must get more people involved in Rotary activity now. Despite the fact that we are meeting online, we must get more people. We must have more people on the job. We should take advantage of the growth that we are experiencing in this pandemic period and take charge. of such new members that we have by engaging them to be more active. Then as leaders, we must listen and empathize. We must have a listening ear to all the concerns of every member. Some members might say, I'm not used to this Zoom meeting. Oh, I don't know how to use technology. Oh, my internet fails me at times. Oh, it's so boring because I need to see people. I need to, felicitate with, I need to hug others. I need to, greet others physically. We need to listen to them and empathize with them, as well as create opportunities that we can include them. And above all, the leadership must also keep an eye on the future. Let us look at what will happen in 2021 to our membership. Let us look at what will happen in 2022 to our membership. We have district governor nominees that can also join us. What is going to happen in their own year? So we must keep an eye on the future. We must, at this period, this challenging time, recognize possibilities. We must be confident about people's ability. We must take control about our club activities, our district activities, and recognize all the possibilities that are abound for us as clubs, either in India, either in Egypt, either in Kosovo, either in Albania. We must, even in Nigeria, we must recognize all the possibilities that are there. I must tell you again, in this challenging period, there will be pressures. There will be serious pressures that will come our way. We will have conflicts. We will have, we are confining ourselves to our local clubs. We are not even going out on districts. We are not going out on district functions. A lot of people, will not even attend institutes again. So we need to understand that these pressures will come up, but we need to deal with it in this challenging time. Above all, we have to also be patient. We have to be patient to ourselves. We have to remain focused. And one thing I always say is that we also need to give honor to whom honor is due. We thank the district governor that has taken his time to be here. We need to give him an honor, and after the meeting, send a thank you message to him, apart from the vote of thanks that we are doing, because he has taken his time to be here. And we need to understand that these are things that we need to be doing in this challenging time. We need to take absolute control of our membership. All our online meetings, let us recognize those that are not there. Let us deal with those that are always available. Let us make sure that we increase our membership through the opportunities that are abound in this challenging time. And one of the things that we need to understand is that this is the opportunity for us to create more satellite clubs. Our club might not be able to create physical clubs. We can create satellite clubs that meets, like e-clubs. So this is a time in which we can take advantage of our membership. As I've told you, zones are growing, especially in these zones of those that are hosting the meetings. We are indeed growing, and we need to take advantage of it. We also need to start doing projects that will touch the community. We need to do projects that would change the dynamics of the challenges that we have. Nothing stops Rotarians from India to be the ones that will develop the next vaccines. It might not be for COVID, it might just be for flu, it might be for malaria, it might be for any other thing. We need to start thinking of what we can do in this challenging time. Then also, we need to understand that Rotary connects us through fellowship. I've been opportunity to attend so many meetings in India, in Uganda, in South Africa, in so many places based on these challenges that I would have traveled and spent a lot of money on air ticket, but I can travel to India now. I'm in India. I'll fly back to Nigeria in another 10 seconds after the meeting ends. So connections and fellowships, we need to take advantage, and the leadership are the ones that can take advantage of this. I would like to conclude, and tell you that leadership is everything. Leadership is our ability to build up the confidence and zeal among the people that we are leading. And we need to urge them to also be led by us, as professionals. And to be a successful leader, you must be a person that has foresight. You must have the drive. I must tell you, I wouldn't have been in this meeting if not for the drive of the Honorable Secretary. I told her I was traveling, I am not going to be available. They said they will shift the time for me to be here. They need to be, it's the drive. And that is what leaders are made of. They initiate, They have self-confidence and they have personal integrity. And that is what Rotary needs in this challenging and season to steer our various clubs, to steer our various districts, to steer our various zones to a soft landing. In times of challenges, opportunities truly abound. Thank you very much for listening. I appreciate the invitation for to be at this multi-district seminar this 13th day of December 2012. God bless you all. Thank you very much. I'm done.
Thank you, sir. It was great listening to you.